all the way in here, and I think we just go perpendicular. What do you think? Perpendicular and spin them, or do you think we come in at a little bit of an angle?
If you angle it like this, it's going to give you probably some limited room. I mean, the more you can go that way, the less we're going to have to manipulate.
So we'd come in like this and then lock the
cord there. All right.
Want to get a little? How close can you get there?
You can probably get to right there, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lock. Mine's locked.
Okay. You got that, or you want another?
Yeah,
both get on there. All right.
I guess if we have more merrier. So if we take one person,
yeah, more people want to hop in here. Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
One more right there.
One more.
Bueller. Anyone?
Cody will hop in. She's got a good attitude. Can you watch that microphone cord there, please? Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to you on your 3 count.
You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
So that's pretty slick, right?
That was pretty easy.
Yeah, it felt
How's
good.
that?
It felt really good.
How good did it feel?
All right.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's pull Troy out. Let's pull Troy out and let's try to get Troy on the life blanket while he's on the stretcher. All right, let's lure Troy down and let him get out of here. And then what we'll do is we'll try to. So.
From a sliding standpoint too, these cushions could come off if we feel that we're getting held up on this on the backboard.
Okay.
I mean, they
Get my wheels locked.
All right. So let's get like a couple more people over here. Because we don't want to lose Troy. He's
a valuable team player.
put the engine out of service because Troy's got a broken arm. Okay, you guys ready to go? All right. 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty darn straightforward.
So there's a couple things that are going to be a little bit different about the Koala compared to the A-Star. 2 of the biggest things are going to be how you approach the helicopter. With the A-Star, you were told to approach from the nose and come forward, wait for the pilot to give a thumbs up to approach. In the 119, the rotor disc is tilted 6 degrees forward. And so whenever it's spinning, it's really tilted forward, and you don't want to approach it from the front at all. Try to approach it more from like a 10 and 2. That's kind of the angle you want to approach. And same thing, try to get the pilot's attention and get that before ever coming under the rotor disc. Make sure you get the thumbs up. But that's one of the biggest things, is don't approach this helicopter from the forward position, because that is the most forward position with the tip path plane is directly in front of us. The other thing is that the tail rotor is on the left side instead of the right side like the A-Star. And so it's going to be right on your loading side. So make sure that you don't go past the skids here. So whenever you're loading, please don't walk behind the skids. Just try to avoid that tail rotor as much as possible. And if we can, whenever we are on the doing, if we have any LZs and we're loading hot, if we could just, if we have a tail guard, just remember that it is on the left side, not the right side. Another thing with this helicopter too, that it might be a little bit different. I mean, any LZ, you need to make sure that there's no debris or anything flying around with any helicopter, but this one has an even more powerful downwash than the A-Star. So even things that you might think are far enough away may not be with this helicopter, because it has a pretty strong downwash. So that's something else that we're gonna have to consider whenever we're doing LZs. Can you guys think of any other big differences? It's a lot faster, yeah.
So do you know what your time is from Bonner General to Kootenai Medical Center? What the improvement is?
Yesterday we did
Newport. When we did Newport to Sacred Heart the other day, we in about 16 or 17 minutes.
And
17.
what was it before in the old?
26.
Yeah, it was probably closer to 30
So
almost.
that's quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can carry more weight in this as well, and then and it's faster, and we have a lot more power in this than the A-Star too. So
But it's
kind of
still
weights are
just
it?
one patient, right? You can't take more than one patient.
Rated for
You can
It's-
take two,
Yeah.
but we'd have to kind of know about that going out. There's a second litter in there that you can actually swing this seat up, and this one folds down. You can actually put a seat in between, flip that seat around, and then put another
But you
stretcher.
can't do that in the field. You have to do it before you launch.
Yeah, so I mean, it'd be pretty rare. It'd be probably more one of those backcountry. A couple people are injured, and probably fairly stable.
It wouldn't be impossible, but yeah, it would
Yeah.
be not ideal. Does that sound about right?
So kind of the important things in summary, loading the patient's a little bit different, and we demonstrated that. And from a safety standpoint, critically important to no longer approach this helicopter from the 12 o'clock position, approach only from the 10 and the 2. And the rotor is now on the patient loading side, so don't go beyond the skids
the same
in the
rule.
back.
That was the same rule as the A-Stars.
So and you're right there as far back as we're allowed to go when the helicopter's operating. So that's important.
So you have to pull this back towards the back of the helicopter and then just pull forward until it locks in position, and that would turn on the rotor brake if the blades are still spinning. The intake is actually there's basically three. There's this one here, and then there's the other one on the same side, just like it, and then there's one on the very top. It's like just right up above where this one is. Yeah. So that's the intake. So if you just spray in this area, and there's one on the other side as well.
It's on both sides
Yep.
and on top. In that graded area?
Yeah, this is a filter, and so that's where that's the intake.
We don't have to remove that first?
And if the doors are jammed,
The windows are designed to they're designed to be pushed out from the inside, but I'm sure you could probably break those windows really easily from the outside as well. So if you can't get into any of the doors, I think the windows would be, especially in the back, would be the best bet to break into. Did they show you? Did you guys show them all the door operation and all that?
I haven't. So
Just for like normal door operation, this is a little bit different. You don't want to grab this handle when you're closing it. You want to actually come from behind. You could damage this the locking mechanism here. So whenever you shut it, you actually want to push forward, and then it just locks when you push it forward. To unlock it, you just pull it back, and it slides back. And then with the front doors, it's the same on the other side as well. With the front doors, and both front doors are the same. You just push the door down in, and then push this down, and it locks. And to unlock it, you just pull it out, and it's the same on the left as well. And then it even has like this is a tower, and it's going to show like all the towers. And this is actually like a side zone.
Right, you don't even have to be behind the RSI with that skill. I mean, it wouldn't be ideal, but it wouldn't be crazy. It would definitely be something.
Yeah, that's
The big one will be, and even like in the A-Stars, even
Like, what's the night vision? The night vision is something
had a
there
hand
that you're flying? Okay.
it's okay because the person that was sitting right,
So both eyes or
you
just
get a
one?
hand up on the monitor.
Sure. So that you could actually look down and see the screen still with like
I mean, I don't know what they've been. I just think like a photograph. I'm not sure.
okay.